Now, he gets back, and this is your difficulty, and we can cut to the chase. When I say the two of you are friends, you are real friends. And I know that that's the case because who got married recently?
That was me, a month ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I can see the evidence. And who was your best man?
It was Darren.
Now, Darren, in the past, in excess almost of 7 years, how much of the total claim, which is £2,624, has he paid back, the person that you were best man for?
He made one payment, Judge, of £250.
Now, you were best man at his wedding. I presume that was a central plank of your wedding speech. Hello, Everett, where are you from again? I can't.
I'm from Manchester.
Well, I can't do the local accent.
Okay.
It'd be something sort of like, right, I'd just like to say, I love my groom. Only don't borrow money from him. Anyway, thanks very much. And then you sat down and toasted the bride and groom. It
was a little bit longer than that. It was a little bit longer than that.
But I presume you included the fact that he's somebody that doesn't pay his debts back.
I didn't include it in the speech. I didn't think it was very fair.
I agree. But here's the point that you make in your application, that over the past 7 years, it's gone from being a bit funny to have become a tiny bit corrosive.
Well, one of the ushers at the wedding said to me, Danny's only picked you as his best man because he owes you a few quid.
That is ridiculous. That is not true.
That's what was said.
I don't agree with that at all.
Well, I suspect you like him, otherwise he still wouldn't be standing here. However, I am nervous about your claim. I said at the beginning, one of the profound difficulties you have here is me determining whether or not you have an enforceable contract. Because by the time you extended him the credit, Las Vegas and Alcudia, there was nothing in writing. However, there has been some email traffic, and as far as I can gather, also a single repayment. Now, been through these emails, there's a couple of important ones. Can I pull up the first one, please? Now, there are various things here, including a promise to pay. Here's your problem, Darren. You've got 3 problems in this case. The first one is you clearly, you would admit, don't have a contemporaneous contract.
That is
in other
true.
words, he didn't sign something 7 years ago, at which point he said, I hereby borrow this money and here are the terms, this is when I'm going to pay it back, correct?
Correct.
Well, ordinarily, your case would be dismissed. So I have to determine then what you've got in writing. Here's your second problem in law. Over the past 7 years, and be very careful about the answer to this question, have you sought to enforce this debt? In other words, have you asked for this money back over the past 7 years?
I've constantly asked for it back, Judge.
Well, the reason that that's important is because unless you try to enforce a loan debt within a 7-year period, then you're statutory barred, unless you've got a good reason for not going to court before that period. If you tell me that it's on paper, then I have to find some sort of corroborating evidence. The next issue is whether or not you've got anything to support this claim. And I have to tell you, Michelle and I went through all of your emails, and I'm nervous, and I want one email to be pulled up, and I'd like you to explain it.
Sure.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.